Alright, it is time for Chumley. He is going up against Kaiba. So Chum's starting to get into that top end of the finishing table for the Battle City tournament. And the opponents here are going to start to get tougher. But how will he do against Seto Kaiba himself? Predaponics. Predaplant. Pretty strong archetype, that one. Predaplant. Alright, rock, paper, scissors goes in favour of Chum. And first or second there, Chum. He's gone first. Wanted to think about it. Okay, that's not a bad starting hand for Chum. He certainly had worse. Alright, he started off with Nimble Momonga. Nimble Momonga is the is one of the types of cards that Chum loves to start with, because if he gets that to the field and Nimble Momonga is attacked and destroyed, of course he can summon 2 more of them and gain some life points. Oh, there's another Nimble Momonga. Okay, Vampiric Koala has come to the field. 1800. Chum has kept Nimble Momonga face down, and Giant Germ for Kaiba. Giant Germ is the same attack and defense as Nimble Momonga, and it has a very similar effect, except it does damage instead of gaining life points. So Giant Germ to the field. Kaiba can summon up to 2 of them. He does have 3 of them. Possible the other one might be in his hand then. Right, what's Kaiba got for turn number 4? He's having a bit of a think about it, but there he goes. Tributes Giant Gem and Vampire Lord. Kaiba used Vampire Lord. It was only once or twice, but he did use it. I think he might have used it in Noah's Ark. So Kaiba's deck is a little bit of a hybrid as well, because his deck remained pretty much consistent through Battle City, and then as soon as he went to the digital arc with Noah, he used a few different cards. Then he had his match with Yugi, and then he had his match with Joey, and then when he went into the Seal of Orichalcos, his deck evolved a bit. So the Kaiba deck that's on here is kind of a hybrid between Duelist Kingdom, Battle City, Digital, and the Orichalcos. Alright, there's a Tree Otter. Now, Chum has 2 of them, so he can utilize the effect to get Vampire Lord off the field. Does have a good effect, Vampire Lord. If it does damage to life points, it will give the player the option of choosing monster, spell, or trap for the opponent to discard from their deck. I have a Vampire Lord. He came with the zombie structure deck that I got in like 2005. Still got all those cards up there in that shoe. It's hard to believe some of those cards are like 20 years old as well, but the printing on Yu-Gi-Oh cards these days is just too small. Can't read them unless I get a magnifying glass. Alright, Kaiser's Seahorse has come to the field. 1700. And it destroys Tree Otter. The Kaiser's Seahorse can be used as 2 tributes for 1 light monster. So it Blue Eyes White Dragon, for example, would only need 1 tribute with Kaiser's Seahorse. Now Chum has thrown down another Tree Otter and has utilized its effect. Chum really doesn't want Kaiser's Seahorse floating around on the field. With its abilities to get Blue Eyes to the field. Could even do the same for Obelisk, the Tormentor, as well. Alright, 1,000 points off Kaiba. So he's at 5,300. Chumley still at... oh no, he's at 6,800. I've seen the 800. Didn't see the 6 in front of it. He's got Des... oh, Monster Reborn. Okay, so Kaiba can bring back his Vampire Lord, which is going to give Chum a bit of a challenge here, because he's running out of Tree Otters. And Kaiba has also thrown down a giant germ. Okay, there goes Tree Otter. Kaiba selects monster cards, so Chum will have to throw another monster to the graveyard. And he goes with the other Nimble Momonga. He's got the other one in his hand. Giant Germ in for the attack, so Giant Germ will do 500 points of damage. But Nimble Momonga will increase Chum's life points by 1000, then he'll lose 500, so Chum gained a little bit of life points from that exchange, but Kaiba has field advantage. There's a Vampiric Koala. The Kangaroo Champ. That could send Vampire Lord to defense mode, then Vampiric Koala could destroy it. There's Slate Warrior. And, oh, it's Slate Warrior that attacks. So Kangaroo Champ will put Slate Warrior to defense mode. And now Vampire Lord in for the attack. So now it's not looking good for Chum. He could be done in a couple of turns. He would really have to draw something good. Kaiba selects spell cards. And Chum goes with Mystical Space Typhoon. Alright, draw phase. It is Beast Soul Swap. Now that could be interesting because Nimble Momonga has been put in attack mode. It can destroy Slate Warrior, and then Chum could call it back to his hand and then resummon it in defense mode, protecting his life points, gaining 1000 if Nimble Momonga gets destroyed by battle. He doesn't want to get attacked by Vampire Lord too much. He'll throw a lot of cards to the graveyard, but... And there it is, Beast Soul Swap. So Chum is sending Nimble Momonga back to his hand. It can only summon a monster that's the same stars, but it can summon itself back as well. But now no longer in defense mode, attack mode, sorry, is Nimble Momonga. So Chum may be able to protect some life points. Kaiba has played a face down defense. Huh. What defensive cards does he have? He's got a couple. I'm curious what that is. Alright, there's Magic Jammer for Chum. And he has set Des Wombat to defense mode. It's only a 300 defense, but not bothering with Kaiba's face down card. And Kaiba has just activated Soul Exchange. Oh, so we could be seeing... Chum could activate Magic Jammer. He'd have to throw Vampiric Koala. And Vampiric Koala, if Chum draws Wild Nature's Release... Oh, 3 tributes! Okay, Chum decided not to use Magic Jammer, and now Obelisk the Tormentor has come to the field, but the effect of Soul Exchange means that Kaiba can't do a battle phase, or can't attack that turn. Des Koala to the field, 1800 defense. That'll do life point damage to Kaiba as well, but Kaiba now with Obelisk the Tormentor on the field. He may not have even needed to summon it, but it's Obelisk the Tormentor. Any chance that Kaiba gets to summon that card, he will take. And it's going to be very difficult for Chum to get over that. He could with Master of Oz, but it's looking unlikely that Chum may actually draw that. There's Tree Otter. When Chum goes to set the Tree Otter, it's I think that may actually be his third one as well. No more Tree Otters after this one. Upstart Goblin from Kaiba. That will give Chum 1,000 life points, but the life points aren't going to do him any good if he's getting hit by Obelisk, which he soon could be. Kaiba's set a card face down. No other monsters from Kaiba though. But he's attacking away and he's knocking off Chum's defenses. And with a 4,000 attack on the field, it's going to be tough for Chum, who's... Oh, he's just drawn Ayers Rock Sunrise. How many monsters are in his graveyard? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my word. Oh my word, that's going to make Obelisk lose like... Wow, that'll be a lot of points. How many were in his graveyard? Like, it was close to 10. It could be... Was it like 9 or 10? Oh, maybe close to 8. There's 5, so that'd be 1,000 points. Tree Otter has come back to the field. Oh, Obelisk is down to 2,000. Vampiric Koala now at 2,800. And Kaiba's Egyptian God is thwarted by a Vampiric Drop Bear. And now Tree Otter in for the attack. 1,200. Kaiba's down to 1,700 and his Egyptian God card has been cooked. That was one hell of a draw for Chum to draw Ayers Rock Sunrise when he did. That has turned this whole match around on one card. Kaiba probably a bit stunned right now. His prompt is there. He's just played a card face down. There's enemy controller. Not really much that card can do. Another face down spell or trap from Kaiba and has not played a monster. There's Big Koala for Chum. But he could end this right now with... unless Kaiba's face downs are able to block, unless he's got like a negate attack or something. Both of Chum's monsters can get over the rest of Kaiba's life points. And there it is. Kaiba is beaten in this first match. What a comeback from Chum. He was staring down 4,000 attack points. But he kept his cool, drew the one card that could have changed the outcome, and then change the outcome. Number 34, Terabyte. Alright, rock, paper, scissors is won by Kaiba. So Kaiba will have to beat Chum 2 times in a row. Usually it's Chum that's losing the first match and then coming back to winning 2. Oh, good hand. That is a really good starting hand for Chum. Kaiba's got to hope that he's got a good starting hand himself. Otherwise, anytime Chum has a big march of animals, it's going to be a very... I think every time he's had that card first up, he has won the match within about 5 turns. Alright, Shard of Greed. Des Koala is in defense mode. That'll do some damage to Kaiba's life points when that's flipped up. There's X-Head Cannon. Wonder if Kaiba has any of his unions to put with it. Des Koala in, getting attacked. So 1,600 points off Kaiba. The 1,800s will stalemate. Oh, and Chum's just drawn Sea Koala. That in itself is also a very good card. And bring monsters down to 0 attack, but Chum has gone with Tree Otter. It's increased Tree Otter's own attack, so that'll get through X-Head Cannon or Blade Knight, depending what Chum chooses here. He may lose his Tree Otter on the next turn, though. May have been better to go with... Oh, no, I couldn't go with Des Wombat, the 1,800. Well, could have gone with Des Wombat and then just knocked out Blade Knight, but either way. Upstart Goblin from Kaiba. If any more new comments come through, there's Wide Dragon Head. At the time of this recording, no, there are no new comments from what I read out from the last match. Oh, Scapegoat for Chum. Shard of Greed is now at 2 counters, so Chum can activate that and draw 2 more cards. Negate Attack and Monster Reborn. Chum is drawing absolutely beautiful cards. Oh, he's just decided to play Scapegoat. Now, Scapegoat does actually come in very handy when you've got the big March of Animals in hand and Sea Koala, because the sheep tokens are beast monsters. Now there's another 4 of them on the field, so effects become easier to activate. Chum's got Monster Reborn there as well. He's just thrown down Negate Attack. Alright, what has Kaiba got this time? He's got Silent Doom. Target 1 normal monster in your graveyard, special summon it in face-up defense, but it can't attack. So, but it can still be fused, so Kaiba... Oh, Z Metal Tank! Kaiba's got all 3, so he'll be able to get XYZ Tank Cannon or something it's called. I know it's 2800 attack, and I think you can discard and you can destroy a card on your opponent's side of the field. I think that's what its effect is, from memory. XYZ Dragon Cannon. Not Tank Cannon, Dragon Cannon. Well, it's 2800, and it's got a good effect. Hyozan Ryu was thrown to the graveyard from Kaiba. Oh, and he went for the face down. Just in case it was something to give Chum some advantage. Chum has lost his Negate Attack. He'll lose... There goes Des Koala, and he'll lose a sheep token. But with Sea Koala in hand, it doesn't matter. Chum can put the attack of XYZ Dragon Cannon to 0. There's Kangaroo Champ. No, Chum has activated Monster Reborn. He could bring back Hyozan Ryu and have 2800 defense, but it's not going to matter because Tree Otter is going to come to the field. Big March of Animals is going to put Tree Otter above the 2800. Could even use Sea Koala here and put it to 0 if he wants to. But no, okay, he's gone with Des Wombat. Still in itself a 1600. The Big March of Animals has just been played, so... Is that Bazooza Soul Eater in that card's card art? Like right at the front, bottom right at the front. Look like Bazoo the Soul Eater. Alright, Blade Knight destroyed by Des Wombat. Tree Otter at 3200 gets past this massive dragon-headed machine. A small otter in a tree destroys a massive tank dragon with every laser cannon known to man on it. Ah, Yu-Gi-Oh! It makes perfect sense, this game. It always has and it always will. Alright, all the tokens will go to 0. Des Wombat at 1600. Tree Otter back at his original 1200. A face down from Kaiba. Another face down from Kaiba. Oh, Kaiba's last 3 cards are all face down magical traps. Can they do anything for him? There's Magic Jammer. Chum doesn't even bother powering up Tree Otter or Des Wombat. It could knock Kaiba out here. And does. Well, Chumley defeated Obelisk the Tormentor. He also defeated the XYZ Dragon Cannon. That was a stellar performance from Chum. He didn't defeat a Blue Eyes, but he probably could have if he wanted to. Well, good match for Chum. He now is 10-0. He has got 6 more matches to go through. And his next one, I do believe, may be against... Is it Mai? No, it's Odeon. Odeon and Chum. That could actually be a really good match. All of Odeon's matches are usually really good. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. Wherever you are in the world, stay safe, take care. Farewell.